Hey guys, Colin again. Thank you very much, everybody, for starting to like and read the posts and share them. It's very appreciated. Also, thank you today for all of you that have read and filled in the petition that's come out today from Open Media. So this is a petition from Open Media, which is an organization that keeps the government in check. Yeah, a lot when it comes to technology and those kind of things and services. So, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Those of you that haven't, give it a read. Read the petition. Actually, read, like I say, not what's being sent out, but the actual document. It gives you maybe a little bit of a better write up of what I've explained in my videos and what I've explained. But what I tell you guys is, right now is the time we got to keep the pressure up. We got to make sure that the government understands that this is now in their capability, it's on in them, up to them now at this point to make the change. Again, the CRTC spent 3 years coming up with these numbers, spending tens of millions of dollars, having a lot of researchers, a lot of accountants and actuaries and analysts, and they didn't come up with these numbers just by accident and just pull them out of the hat. They used a lot of information to come up with the right numbers. And in the end, the CRTC, and more specifically the chair of the CRTC, Ian Scott, throughout 3 years of hard work that all of those people did. I can imagine there's going to be stories coming out of a lot of those people being pretty upset about the fact that of all the work they've done. Because I can imagine if you work somewhere, you do 3 years of work on something, and all of a sudden it's just all thrown out, and basically, your boss, Ian Scott, essentially their boss, has thrown them all under the bus and basically said, hey, yeah, there's a lot of mistakes made, and I'm just going to get rid of this entire thing that we spent 3 years working on. So what we want and what we've asked, and I've spoken over the last few days to my MP for Brampton West, which is Kamal Kara. I've spoken to the MP for Mississauga Malton, which covers the office, our office address where our office is, which is Navdeep Bains, which coincidentally he was the industry minister previously. I'm waiting for a call with the minister. Hopefully I'll be able to have a call with the current minister soon enough. But we're reaching out. A lot of my friends and a lot of my colleagues have reached out to their MPs and whatnot. It is important. This is not about me only here or about telecom companies only. It's about you. It's about making sure that you have affordable, high speed, innovative internet services available to you. Because this new ruling is going to shut all that down. It's going to make it so that your only options in the near future are going to be Rogers, Bell, Cogeco, the big guys, with no competition. Think about that. I mean, a lot of places you're at, that's the only options you have. The other options you may have are people like my company, like Coextro. We provide services in a lot of areas, but this is going to cause some big damage to the industry and likely cause a lot of companies like mine to close their doors, and therefore eliminating options. And once you eliminate options and eliminate competition, prices go up. So all I'm asking is give it a read, fill it in, contact your MP, talk to your friends about it, make sure everybody knows what's happening, because we need to keep the pressure on. Right now it is completely in the wheelhouse of the government to make the change. And it's really simple. They just need to say, we trust the tens of millions of dollars spent and all the hardworking, highly educated people within the CRTC that came up with these numbers. We trust them. And we don't trust Ian Scott, who's an insider who worked for TELUS as a VP, who obviously does not have the best interests of Canadians at heart. His interest is to make sure that the people at Rogers and Bell and Cogeco continue making their tens of billions of dollars of profit and lining their own pockets, and at the expense of Canadians paying more and more every year for internet services. In this pandemic, so many people, so many companies have lost money and have went under and have had all kinds of issues. And those big guys, Rogers, Bell, and Cogeco, the opposite. The opposite has happened. They are making more money than they can even know what to do with. Like, seriously, guys, they are buying. They remember, they tried to buy Cogeco, which is one of their competitors, all cash. They have so much money in the bank, they didn't need to take a loan out. They're going to buy another company for billions of dollars with just a cash purchase. The same thing when it goes to shop. They're just buying them cash. They just have money that they're not investing. They're not in giving increases in salary to their staff or to benefits to their staff or anything like this, or lowering their prices or anything like this. They're holding on to all that money. They have money to go buy other companies, but they have no money apparently to invest in rural internet and to make sure that Canadians in other parts of the country that are not serviced as well as a lot of people in the cities have good internet. They have no money for that, unless of course, they make sure that their prices, the money they get from us for companies like Coextro, continues coming in. That's the only way that apparently they have that money. But they have billions upon billions in the bank that they're not spending, which they could spend. Like I say, I'll give you a perfect example. Coextro, my company, we are bringing internet to Georgina Island. Georgina Island is a Indian reserve. It's an island in Lake Simcoe. Best internet they have right now until our service gets activated is 6 megabits per second download speed, 0.9 per megabits per second upload. That's not good for anything. You can't do Skype, you can't do Netflix, you can't do YouTube, you can't work from home. I mean, it is basically good enough to send some emails and to view some really basic websites. It better not have any video on it. It won't work. They begged for years for Bell to come and give them better service because Bell already had service on the island. That's who they have from. They said, listen, we just need you to upgrade what we have here. We don't need gigabit service, anything crazy. We just need, just 50 megabit service so that we could actually join the rest of the world. Bell wouldn't come because they're not going to make enough money off them. They need to be able to make a whole bunch of money off them for that to make sense. Bell wouldn't come and provide them the service. It got to the point they're part of York Region. York Region, that includes like Markham and Vaughan and these places. York Region was begging Bell, please come and help these people. So finally, York Region decided on their own to build something called YorkNet, which is it's a network, a fiber network that stretches throughout York Region. They don't provide internet, but they provide connectivity to different parts. And the YorkNet built a fiber underneath the water to the island. And that's really, their job is not as YorkNet to be an internet service provider. They just wanted to get connectivity. They figured, well, we'll take care of the most expensive part of getting it there. Went to Bell, Rogers, Cogeco. They still said, nah, we're not going to do it. It's not enough money. It's not enough money to help service those 300 people or 300 houses on that island and help them out. They still refuse to do it. So one of the guys over at York Region, who I guess he had heard about us and heard great things about us, reached out to me. And I said, yeah, absolutely. We'll come onto the island and bring services to those 300 dwellings on the island. So we're talking here, probably 1,000 people or so that are going to get proper internet later this year. Not just proper internet, we're going to be giving a gigabit service to every single person on that island, every single house, every single business. We're talking the school, we're talking the medical center, the police station are going to get gigabit internet service up from 6 megabit. So just think about that speed difference. Their upload speed is going to be over 1,000 times faster, their upload speed, than it is right now. So this is what we do, and this is a small business. We're not in it just to, if we're not going to make $1 billion, we're not going to do it. We want to help people out. We want to help out different places. We're going to Georgina Island. We're going to make obviously some profit there, but that's not the driving factor. We can make a lot more profit at a lot more places than going there. We're doing this because it's necessary. They need it, and it's the right thing to do. And the big guys, all they care about is as long as they get paid from the government to bring in, then they'll do it. But they won't do it on their own. If they don't get funding and tax breaks and just free access to things, they won't do stuff. So support us, support yourselves by filling out the petition, because that's really who you're supporting. Is you're supporting yourself and making sure you continue to have reasonable cost for internet services and access to innovative and in high-speed internet services and other related services from companies like us that are small and innovative and want to help you. All right. Thank you very much, guys. I really hope that you guys sign the petition. And if you want any questions, anything you want to know about, reach out. I'd love to chat with any of you over the phone, over text, over email, WhatsApp. We could do a video conference, whatever you want to do. I have no problem. I'd love to be, more helpful so you guys understand everything. Thanks a lot. Stay safe.